Hi everyone. Today I am going to speak about there are no ugly persons or ugly people, only people who haven't dressed up themselves. Well, I think this topic is very important because when I get out to the street or when go to the park with my girlfriend, with my friends, and that's or when I go to a university, I see people that her her dress her clothes is very ugly. Practically, it doesn't look very good. No, uh, I give you example. For example, people that is very have muscles and that use clothes and use edge clothes. I meant ropa ancha. So I think it's very disproportional for the body and the clothes. But the people is very handsome, huh? And like men that I meet in my life, no, in the gym and that's and then I meet people that have they are fat and use clothes very ajustado. So it's very strange her body, with the clothes and that's so. In other case, I see other people that they are handsome, but they have ugly hair. I mean, a long hair or bad cut hair and that. So I think it's very important and very primordial to to know these aspects, no? Because the first impression is very primordial in this life. Know the people, know ourselves. Uh, we are peop- uh, we are humans that judge at the first view. Obviously, in that case, people we people we ourselves, we don't have to hurt other person, no, because you don't have or you don't know to the idea, you don't have the idea of the person will be very useful for you. But I I refer to other people. For example, it's very important to dress up when you get out to the streets or when you go to a university because because you don't know the opportunity or the when you can can meet other persons important like men or girls and that. So I think in this point is very useful. And the first impression is important when you wanna meet people. When you go to a university, obviously, you get out with half a dress up, no? Because when I go to university, I saw people that they go with a pajama, they go with buzo. Uh, I think it's very well. I saw other people that her clothes is very good for them, no? But other people that use pajama or buzo in the all the moment or all the same clothes in all the week, I think it's mm, it's very strange for me in my case. Uh, Obviously, the first impression is not about great or in the clothes or in the aspect physical, no, of the person, but I think it's very important because the opportunities that present all the moment. Just you have to prepare for that. So I think the first impression is very primordial. So I suggest you that start to wear clothes more formal. No, in my case, I go to university all the time with jean. With jean, polo camisero polo is ajustado to my body, and that's yes. Don't go back to do a little or work out, no, levantar pesas. lift up weights, and that's I think it's important to have a strong body, and that's other point that I wanna speak about is you will get more change on the lives about your look, and it's I think it's very important because when you get out to the for example to the street or when you get out with a class or when you go to a class or I am very sure that 3 persons or of 20 persons of 20 people share they can get your attention uh, and sure you ask you why. And I am very sure that people is very dressed up. Is very dressed up with a clothes or get a great physical and that or good physical. For example, a good hair, good physical or good clothes. Apart of the vibe or the energy that transmit to you, I think that first view is very important, no? Because there are persons get your attention because it's about for them clothes, and the other is about the physical, and that's so I can get you if you started to dress up always, you will get more opportunities on your life, and that's and other points you will get more girls. I think in this point is very important, no? If all the men when you started to dress up, you will get more girls about you because the girl. I am very sure about in this point because I remember when I started to university. I all the times I go to university with conerito, with buzo, and that's well. I obviously I can get the attention of about the girls. No, I don't have a lot of friends or girls, and that's it's about of my crowd. No, but in first cycle or fourth cycle, I started to use a good clothes. No, I started to go to university with jeans. We don't use oversized clothes, and that. Well, I can assure you, or I can assure you that people started to look me more than the other cycles. I can tell you is about of my appearance. I started to get a good haircut and to take more my physical get good health and use or wear good clothes. And the reason I get more, I meet, for example, men's importance, guest importance, and that I can build a social cycle. And that's so I think it's very important to dress up all the moments. Encourage when you go to a bank, and that's it's in my opinion. I think it's very important. Apart of that, I can tell you that all the people that practically, I think is very important, have a skill that is very necessary. For example, the social skills, work, and that. The majority of my people dress up all the moment. This up. Obviously, there are days, that they go with booze or use a bad crowd, no. But all the moment use a good crowd, and that. And a part of that, they look great about physical, and that's. So in conclusion, I can say you that if you wanna get more opportunities, wanna get more girls or more men, that is very important. I can tell you that dress up is very important in this point. I think it's very primordial. Get a good haircut, start to work out for about your body, and that's I think it's very important. It's very important, and you get more opportunities. and that's. Thank you very much.